Okay, here's today's solution. Looking for a problem. Bunch of old 5/4 by 6 decking board I tore off the stairway to a deck a few years ago. It's been sitting around the shed getting in the way, so now it's time to put it to use or get her gone. So let's go see what the problem is. Okay, so here's the problem. I've been getting these old skids free around town for the past couple of years. Use them just to keep my attachments up off the ground so they don't rust quite as fast. Ideally, they'd be kept inside an outbuilding, but in a perfect world, I'd have an outbuilding, but it's not a perfect world. At least mine isn't. Anyway, they typically don't last more than a year or two sitting on the ground. They start to rot out. And then the problem is you get these nails laying in your yard, which is going to lead to potential problems. So I think those pressure-treated pieces of wood I have sitting over there are going to make an excellent skid that's going to be around for a long, long time to keep my gear up out of the mud. So here's the setup. Basically just going to use the same dimensions as that skid sitting over there. The 2x4s run parallel, 3 across, 48 inches long, and the deck board is 40 inches. On the bottom we're going to have 3. That's going to sit on the ground. We're going to flip it over, and whatever's left we're going to space those out evenly, and that's going to be our skid. Okay, we got the bottom part tacked, so basically we're just going to take and flip it over now, and we're going to put the top boards on. Same thing, I'm going to tack them all in place. I'm going to come back and put the permanent rust-proof nails. There's our trusty Makita MAC 700 air compressor we're using to drive this nail gun today. We did a video about this last year. That's one thing I'm not going to scrimp on, air compressors. No Harbor Freight here. Well, everything's just laid out there. Just eyeballed it because, quite frankly, it doesn't have to be that critical at this point. It should be relatively square. So let's just go ahead and tack these babies in place. Alrighty, so here's what I'm going to use to permanently fasten these babies in here. 2.5-inch stainless steel siding nails. Stainless steel for a freaking skid's going to lay on the ground? Well, yeah, because number one, it's not going to rot. Number two, these are left over from a project. They've been sitting in the shed for 10 years, and chances are if I don't use them here, they're going to sit in the shed for another 10 years. So let's just get it over with. These babies do tend to bend over pretty easy, so I'm just going to take my Harbor Freight battery drill here and drill a couple starter holes. So it's going to make life a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to use a 3/32 bit out of my trusty Harbor Freight bit box here. These things are pretty fragile, so I have to be careful I don't put too much torque on this thing, bend it, and snap off the drill bit in the wood. Alright, this is really exciting to watch. Here we go. Okay, that's pretty exciting. Let's drive these nails. I got a shank shaft here, so these puppies are not going to pull out, at least not easily. And having that hole pre-drilled makes them go down nice and straight and easy. Alrighty, so there we have it. It's all nailed up, stainless steel nails. We got a nice pallet we can use, probably going to outlive me. Cleaned some materials out of the shed. Didn't cost me 1 penny, didn't have to buy a single thing for it. Super strong. And now I can take those old rotted pallets, cut them up, and put them on the burn pile for a nice, calm, wet day. Hey now, there's our finished pallet. And I've got that mower deck you saw earlier all cleaned up and tarped up and buttoned up for the wintertime now, so good deal. That pallet should probably outlive me, and my equipment's going to be kept off out of the mud and nice and dry. Alright, cheers.